from your
Philly, you gotta do a court packing rhyme.
yeah.
Shit.
What's going on? What's up, Phil?
He
Can you
can't
hear
hear
me?
you.
He can't hear me yet. Okay. Well, Phil's gonna be joining us tonight, visiting Matt up there in Chicago. Um, yeah, I mean the court stuff really wasn't much of a surprise to anybody. But the thing is, when RBG passed away, um, we were speculating as to whether or not it would be a lame duck appointment, whether the Senate would actually do it, or I mean the Republicans would actually do it if they'd have the votes. We did that whole rundown,
You started.
you know. So,
Yeah, I mean,
but
I didn't know like they were gonna go this fast, but I didn't see them like they weren't gonna like try to like impeach Barr or anything crazy like that. That's what they would have had to have done. The time to do this, like if they had sat out the initial hearing and just refused to participate last week when they were doing that, or 2 weeks ago, they might have been able to get something together. But like once they take part in the hearings and Feinstein, starts sucking off Lindsey Graham, it's like what else are you gonna do?
yeah,
Are you there?
yeah, I'm here. Yeah, responding to somebody responding to me. I put
Who?
that somebody put. I have a problem with her defending a Wall Street serving working class crushing war criminal because party unity. Anyone who defends a corporatist war criminal saying he did what he could is not one of our allies.
Yeah, no, he sucks. I think I'm with the critics.
Yeah, I mean, look, for that. Well, I don't want to go into it again. Really, it's like too many nights in a row we're talking about this.
Um,
You know what? I'll save a response for later. Whatever.
what do you? I mean, I think we were right. I don't. Nothing's changed. I
No,
mean, that was
look,
kind of whack. I didn't see the Obama thing. Maybe we can watch that video.
yeah, I mean, we could pull up the Obama thing. It's on Kyle's channel, so we could go look at it. Look, it's the same thing. Obama is popular. I mean, it's more. It benefits the movement more to not.
But there's a difference between saying "Mama Bear," um, something like that. That's like
And also
inconsequential.
to be fair, in the interview she does mention stuff in regards to foreign policy. So, just to be fair on that front. Okay, so let's
So
get through
yeah, I mean,
let's get
his
through
foreign policy is better than
No,
you
but
know.
she mentioned that he's a fucking disappointment when it came to foreign policy. She did a very soft criticism of him, but
Well, I mean, foreign policy is better than Trump's.
yeah, but
Like
well,
barely.
well,
But
let's get through this court stuff. You know, that's the title.
what do you want to tell? Like, why do you love the court so much? Why are you such a
Well,
court
I mean,
packer?
no, it just happened, you know, and
You're a court packer. You love the courts.
no, well, look,
Phil, he loves the courts, man.
and
He
I
loves them.
don't. I mean, it's a big deal. They have like at least 3 judges got on there from Trump now.
Yeah.
So,
Fucking
yeah.
dude lost the election by 3 million votes, and he gets
And he
picked for a
gets
third
3
of the Supreme
picks.
Court.
He gets 3 picks on the court. You know, and we do have like a good video or a good little summary of what happened from the Democrat side, and I mean, I think this kind of.
I want to watch those Schumer clips.
There you
My
go.
man. My man was rolling.
This is Jeff Waldorf kind of summed it up pretty well here though with this GIF.
They tried to nothing, and we are all out of the ideas.
Yeah, we tried nothing and we
Oh.
ran out of ideas. I mean, that's essentially
What's his
what
name?
it went. You know, that's exactly how it went though. You know, I mean,
I pack big courts and I cannot lie.
yeah, and well, let's see. Did you want to see Schumer? Let's go to Schumer. Let's go see Schumer cry.
Phil, you got that Supreme Court rap yet?
You ready?
Today,
Phil?
Monday, October 26, 2020, will go down as one of the darkest days in the 231-year history of the United States Senate. Let the record show that tonight, the Republican Senate majority decided to thwart the will of the people and confirm a lifetime appointment to the Supreme Court in the middle of a presidential election after more than 60 million Americans have voted. Let the record show that tonight, the Republican majority will break 231 years of precedent and become the first majority to confirm a Supreme Court justice this close to Election Day. And let the record show that tonight, the Republican majority will make a mockery of its own stated principle that the American people deserve a voice in the selection of Supreme Court justices, completing the partisan theft of 2 seats on the Supreme Court using completely contradictory rationales. And let the record show that the American people, their lives and rights and freedoms, will suffer the consequences of this nomination for a generation.
Yep, so there's Schumer, Matt. Did you get to hear it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what was he going to say?
What do you think, man? It's
Nonsense. It means nothing.
I mean, yeah, it really does mean nothing.
I thought I saw a clip of him talking about the Federalist Society. No?
I mean, it's not the one I bookmarked. I'm not sure, but
That sounds like it'd be more
I
interesting.
wanted to go to more like of these reactions that we're seeing across the Twitter sphere. So like this one was good. Democrats are master tacticians while Republicans are clumsy brutes, and the Democrats are feckless millionaires with nothing to lose, and Republicans are criminal billionaires with everything to lose. And the big thing, or one of the things that came up was some of the stuff that Pelosi could do possibly to try and stop this. And there was stuff. I mean, to be fair, there was stuff she could possibly have done. She just didn't do any of them.
Like what?
And she could jam up the system. She could, she could do all kinds of, throw all kinds of bullshit in there just to fuck with the process and at least delay it. She
could.
I mean, there was nothing. She didn't, so I mean, apparently there was arrows in her quiver that she didn't use, or none of them worked.
Pelosi?
And she even said herself the reason that she wasn't going to do it is because she didn't want to stoop to their level. So I mean, she's stupid. Yeah. So
she's
Yeah,
man. She's
Yeah, and
feckless, like coward. What's she gonna do?
yeah, Kenzo's on here. Yo, what's up, Kenzo?
What do you say?
Just saying, what's up, Playboys?
What up, bro?
Yo, what's going on, Kenzo?
What do you think?
What are you thinking? What are you thinking about this, bro? What are you thinking about this, Kenzo? You got Coney Barrett up on the court now, officially confirmed.
Kobe Bryant, Joseph Coney Bryant.
Yeah, I mean the vote here was, 52-48, completely partisan lines, no defectors.
That's never happened before, huh?
Yeah. I mean, this close to the election, it is a fucking joke at this point. I mean, you had brought up a lot of good shit as to why they wouldn't do it.
No. Well, do you think?
So,
do you think they'll do anything?
As far as what?
Yeah, that is what they did.
They pulled the Band-Aid off quickly. I mean, yeah, it's a good point. It was gonna happen, but no fight at all. Yeah, there was no fight. There was nothing that they even tried to do. And you have to think, if the shoe was on the other foot, the Republicans would have done something to stop it. They would have done it. They would have stopped it. Like, I'm sorry.
They wouldn't have put forward anyone. It would have been too cowed to even attempt it.
No, they would have said something about it being, it wouldn't have been the civilized thing to do. They would have said it wouldn't be the decent thing to just break precedent like that.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. It drives me nuts not knowing if it's intentional or if it's just that they're feckless.
I think it's a little bit of both, but that's what we would have got. We would have got the decency argument for why they wouldn't just take this seat, and then it would have been.
Have you no decency, sir?
are we gonna get the same thing when it comes to packing the courts?
Yeah, of
Is it
course.
gonna be like
They're gonna
indecent?
say that's the reason that they're gonna say they're not gonna do. I mean, here you go. Look at this is what the Republicans probably would have done here. This is exactly what they would have shut down the government, and they
Yeah.
there you go. That's exact. And Pelosi could have done that. She could have done that part from her end. You know,
You think?
yeah, she could have threatened
Well,
to do. She could have threatened to do a bunch of shit. But again, it's what
I
she
mean,
said. She did the decency argument right up front, where she said, "We're
she
not gonna
passed
stoop
like
to their level."
there was that must pass bill that they passed like the very next day after they
Exactly. They could have
nominated
they
her.
could have just not passed shit. They could have just shut down the whole government, not passed shit, and just held up everything until after the election. They didn't fight enough, and
Yeah, I wanted
I
them
mean,
to push it till after the election.
I
Like
mean,
I had no anticipation that they would be able to like hold it until January, but
right.
if they could have gotten it to the election, it would have been a lot more like just blatantly like undemocratic to have the lame duck Senate
Yeah.
nominate her in purely partisan line. I mean, it already is, but like just knowing how.
I mean, but it would have. I mean, I think it probably would have hurt them more to have to do that in the lame duck. I don't know. But here we go. Chuck Schumer. Today will go down as one of the darkest days in the Senate's 231-year history. The Senate's GOP is thwarting the will of the people and confirming a lifetime appointment to the Supreme Court in the middle of a presidential election. Democrats will never stop fighting for America. Oh yeah, because you fought.
Look at my man JJ.
You fought so hard to stop this, Chuck. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
They But that's what I mean. It's like the ball isn't going to be in their court if they win back the Senate. Like,
get you meddling kids next time. That was a good one.
Well, they keep acting like people are so concerned. Like, oh, the American people don't want the court packed. Like, they keep acting like it's something that people care about. Like, oh, they care about the norms and institutions as much as we do, and nobody cares about that at all, right? Like, it's not like I feel like people don't really think about it in those terms.
Well, especially if they actually make the case. They had to make the case for it too. You know, Emma Vigeland brought up one of these points on one of her tweets where she was saying too, what does this mean for Obamacare? Because she's gonna strike that shit down. She's gonna vote to strike. Yeah, of course she is.
I mean, it's pretty tenuous though to strike down the entire bill because of one provision that was already invalidated.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they will. You gotta think, man. At this point, they have a supermajority on the court.
Well, that's something Pelosi could do, right? Is pass an amendment to Obamacare, right? Like,
well, the point that Emma was making was that there's not a real point to try and preserve or reform or improve Obamacare at this point. It's better. We're better off just trying to go and push for Medicare for all, since ACA is going to get shot down.
Right. We need the pre-existing conditions protections, though.
Right.
Like, it was so terrible before. People would get dropped from their insurance if they got sick. Like, just even worse than it is now.
I mean, how many days out are we officially from the election? What?
It's a week from tomorrow, right?
Yeah, 8 days. 8 days from the election. Yeah, we got a lifetime appointment. Third Trump judge.
Absolutely insane.
It's wonderful. There we go. Senate confirmed Coney Barrett, Supreme Court justice, solidifying the court's right wing. I mean,
That's what we were saying about the investigation into ICE stuff too. It's like there's no accountability. There's nobody to hold them to account for that.
Exactly.
Like, they can make the case on TV, but no one really cares. You know.
Yeah, and then we already have stuff like this coming out from the court. Like, this was a story that just popped up today. The Supreme Court sides with the Republicans and prevents Wisconsin from counting mailed ballots that are received after Election Day. So they're already They're already gonna subvert democracy, and and prevent prevent things from going from. They're gonna prevent votes from being counted, man. That's sad. No, there's this tweet from Kyle. There you go.
We need to
Democrats lose every political battle of my lifetime. Also, Democrats. I'll fucking do it again. Oh, jeez, it's so fucking. It's so fucking pathetic, man. Like, honestly, you get this shit from Republicans, from the Democrats. acting like they did everything within reason to go and stop this.